It's been 48 hours since close to 9,000 pages from the CIA cyber spying playbook revealed all kinds of holes in our laptops and smartphones. The documents flooded the internet. Silence until today when that guy, the WikiLeaks founder, Julian Assange, surfaced saying he's the one who put it all out there and that the CIA has lost control of its entire weapons arsenal. But then there's this. Assange now says he plans on helping the tech companies protect their devices. Listen.
Hearing these calls from some of the manufacturers, we have decided to work with them to give them some exclusive access to the additional technical details we have so that fixes can be developed and pushed out so people can be secured.
How sweet of him. Is Assange suddenly becoming an angel of assistance by offering to do what some say the CIA should have done from the start, and that's warn companies about their own vulnerabilities? Let's bring in two white hat hackers. They get paid to expose lapses in security at firms across the country. HackerOne co-founder and CTO Alex Rice and TrustedSec founder and CEO David Kennedy. Welcome to both of you. Alex, I'll begin with you. And before we get to whether the CIA should have notified these companies, is Julian Assange bluffing, or is he to be trusted?
These tech companies are defending against attacks every day, and it's a battle that most of them have been losing. And so they need every advantage they can get. They absolutely should receive and analyze this information, independently verify all of it. It is a positive step, no matter what the motivations behind WikiLeaks might be.
But David, Assange is saying that he is willing to extend a hand and help them. Boy, is that the devil in angel's clothes? I'm just wondering.
Well, we've seen previous WikiLeaks before where that hasn't been the case, where they've exposed a lot of data that was very damaging. And there's two components to what was released. There's the documents and the playbooks, but there's also code and techniques that the CIA actively use in order to go after different government agencies. And that's really damaging both to the intelligence operations that we perform abroad, as well as puts the United States in harm's way against adversaries that we're actively doing campaigns against against these. So we have to have these trades of craft. We should definitely be hoarding these exploits and keeping them for going after these different countries for what the types of technology that they're using, because the same thing's happening to us. Russia, China, they all have the same capabilities. It's the next arms race, right?
Okay, so what next, Alex? And you've had a chance, I'm sure, to at least scrutinize some of what was released, some of these 9,000 pages. What does it look like to you?
Much of it is novel techniques and attacks that we've known about for a long time. Some of it is new and undisclosed techniques, but the really incredible part of it is how much of it is aggregated together into one centralized
for example,
playbook.
The Weeping Angel program, that's where the spies could spy through your Samsung smart TV. The Brutal Kangaroo program, that affects Windows. And then, it goes on. You've got the Apple situation, Happy Eagle. So go on, all of these, it makes everybody want to duct tape over the mini cameras and the microphones.
Right. It shouldn't be news to anybody that there are vulnerabilities in those devices. There has been research for years that has demonstrated various flaws in Samsung smart TVs. I still have one sitting in my bedroom, and it's helpful for consumers to demand from these companies and our government that they are patched and up to date and protected against all types of adversaries out there. And we would hope that the government would be on our side during that part, and rather than leaving known holes open.
Well, David, to you, you worked in the government, you were at the NSA. Do you look at the CIA and say, how could you guys have sat on this and not contacted Samsung, not contacted, well, maybe not Samsung as a Korean company, but certainly Apple?
Listen, being from that side of the house, we need specific ability to go into other governments, go into other adversaries, track terrorists, actually go after physical bad people. And in order to do that, we have to have exploits and weapons to go and do that. I fully agree with Alex from the extent that in the event that one of those exploits were discovered by an adversary, let's just say we're trying to hack into Russia and getting to the Kremlin, if they discover that, we should absolutely disclose that, which we don't do currently to the manufacturers. But we need those weapons in order to even have an equal playing ground. Right now, it's an equal playing ground for us. We don't have any military advantage whatsoever in the cyber front. I mean, Iran, North Korea, China, Russia, they're all building these capabilities. In order for us to even compete on the same level as they do, we have to have these types of weapons.
I know this sounds crazy, guys, but in my hand is an ancient BlackBerry, okay? Now, when Sony got hacked way back in the day, a couple of years ago, after that movie and the South Koreans had hacked, they went down into their basement and they distributed old BlackBerries. I mean, this thing is so old it has pistons in it, I'm sure, but I don't even have the charger that fits it. But is there any device, Alex, that you trust and is safe?
As consumers and regular business users, most of us are not being targeted by these tip-of-the-spear CIA spy attacks. On the most part, we should be using two-factor authentication, a password manager, keep all your devices up to date. Okay. And if there are old devices that are no longer getting updates and haven't seen active security investments in quite some time, you would do well to get rid of them.
Alex?
Hiding behind obscurity of those devices isn't a long-term viable tactic.
Alex, David, thank you very much. And folks, if you're out there and you've got companies, call these guys. They'll find holes in your systems. And if anybody has a charger for this old BlackBerry.
I got one. I'll send one over to you, Liz.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, David.